session tomorrow, and then there's another 2 hours left.
Another 2 hours then. Okay, so then that will be on Friday. Or
No, no. I can't do on Friday. I'm
maybe on
full.
Friday. Okay, so another lesson sometime next week then.
Yeah, so maybe we can see. I've got Monday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon open,
Tuesday.
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 So we'll
Yes.
start at 2 again.
Yes.
Okay, let me set it up quickly so I don't forget. Oh, so hello?
Yes.
So I can't create it now. Wait, let me just see if I can, because I'm in Teams and now it jumps to Teams.
Okay.
Riverside Castle, admin session 3. Then we're done.
Yes.
2 to 4. And your email is again, Lee, and that can I send it to that Gmail again?
Yes, you can.
Okay. On the 24th. Excellent. Okay. So you can see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to do the venue admin training today, and we're going to start at venue details. And we can fix as we go along. Okay.
Okay.
So there's the contact details is your first tab, and that's your general contact details for the venue. So it's the venue name, the address, and then I always put a little dash in between because on the invoices it will print the street address dash postal address.
Okay.
Okay, postal address, it's Pretoria, Gauteng, South Africa, your telephone numbers. Okay, so you've got your telephone number, your standard, and then there's a cell phone number. The contact, we normally put in the owner's name in there or the main GM. So here they've just got Riverside manager. So it should actually be Tony, but we manage it. If we get any, why we've got that, we don't display it anyway. So let me just explain why we put it in. So
Mm.
let's say, for instance, support gets a mail from you and say, please give me access to give 100% discount. They will not do it unless it comes from the contact person or from Yaku.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm actually going to put Yaku in here.
Okay.
And it's Ackerman, with
Yes.
one N.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to put Yaku in there. We don't display it anywhere. It's just for our support team because they don't know the clients like I do. And then they will first send Yaku a mail and say, this user requested this. Can we do it or can't we do it? Okay.
Okay.
Then the venue setup is set up currently. That's your default email, and that will reflect on top of your invoices everywhere and will be used in the venue setup. Then a copy of the email. So what the system can do, every booking that gets made and done by any user or on the system, a copy goes to Yaku.
Okay.
So every booking that's made, he gets a copy of it.
Okay.
Okay, and then the company's registered name, also we don't display it anywhere. It's just for our purposes here. And then I'm just going to copy this there. Okay, and there's your website in. You can also add your Facebook link in here, your Twitter link in here, and your LinkedIn account should you wish to have it on. And this is only for venue link. If you link with other venues, they can find you on all these platforms,
Right.
searching by these platforms. Okay. Then you can add a watermark to your invoices. I will show you what it looks like. I think I've got your logo on here. So let's say, for instance, we use this one.
Mm-hmm.
You can insert it and you can fade it, let's say by 10%. No, I don't want to open it. Okay. And all that does is on your invoices, it will have a watermark now at the back. So if you want to add the castle in there as an icon, you see it stretches whatever you upload on the back, it stretches it over A4.
Okay.
So if you only have this little castle maybe, I will do that as a watermark, but I won't do the full logo.
Okay.
Can I just answer this call because somebody keeps on phoning me and
No, sure.
doesn't stop? Let me
Yes,
just quickly answer it. Sorry. I'm sorry for that,
no, not a
but I'm
problem.
glad I'm answered because it's the payfast people I've been trying to reach for 3 days.
3 days. Wow.
Yeah, they don't respond, and I've made a scene today and now they respond. Okay, so if you've got the castle on its own, I would upload it here as a watermark, but I won't do the full logo.
Okay.
Okay, so now I can just say remove watermark and it will remove it from all the invoices. And you can fade it with any percentage. The darker, the lighter you want it, you can do it. Okay,
Okay.
but the castle I think would look nice on your invoices
Yes.
as a watermark. Okay,
Yeah, it does look
then
nice.
we get to pictures, and this is where you can upload a banner. And a banner is typically what you will do on Facebook with that banner with pictures and your logo on. That's what we call a banner.
Okay.
So you see ours have got a banner and our logo on the banner. So that's typically what we call a banner. So you can have images with your logo on and then you can upload it here in Q2B.
Okay.
Okay. And then your icon, which will be the castle, and then your full logo. Because in the system, you'll be able to see now, you can decide. We always use this banner on the invoices and quotes and on top of your online links, which you don't sell your rooms or anything online. But you can tell the system, please use my icon here, use my logo here, use the banner here. Okay.
Okay.
So that's why we give you free options. In yours, currently, we just have the free logo set up everywhere.
Okay.
Okay. Then this is the legend colors. That's the default colors that I showed you. Everywhere where you go, you'll see what is your color stating. It's a quote, partially paid, green. These are the default colors set up, but we also allow you in the venue setup to select your own color. And you can just select it by clicking on the black, tell it which color do you want, and it will go and jump to that color.
Hmm.
Okay. So I'm going
Okay.
to make it gray again. Okay, and that's how you can go along and change your own legend colors the way you want to see it and the way you like it. Okay. And that's normally what you'll discuss with, the coordinators and Tony, everybody working on the system, which is the colors that we want for unpaid invoices, fully paid quotes, etc. Okay.
Okay.
Then we go to taxes. So you've got your VAT registered. Your prices don't include VAT. Okay. So the
Okay.
minute you tick that inclusive, the system will take your price and it will calculate the VAT out of your price. But your prices in the system is exclusive of VAT, so it will include, at the end of the day, it will include the VAT to the price. It's
Yes.
15%. Long stay VAT, I don't think you guys will use it, but it's if in South Africa, when somebody books more than 28 days staying with you, it goes to 9% VAT.
Oh.
Okay? So that's if you ticket it, the system will use long stay, but you don't have long stay. There's your VAT number, company registration, and you work in rands.
Yeah.
Okay. You can add your BE status in here if you want to. And it's only for venue link. They can search for BE status venues that they want to use or book with.
Okay.
And then TOMSA. If you belong to TOMSA and you tick that little tick, it will automatically add 1% tourism levy of the total of the invoice to each booking. And then you must pay over that money to TOMSA. That's TBCSA, the Tourism Business Council, created TOMSA. And TOMSA goes around in the world and advertise all the TOMSA members. But I want to suggest you guys to sign up with TOMSA.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Then bank account, there's your bank details. And this is the bank details that we normally, a client will see on oh, come on, for FNB, South Africa. This is the bank details that will reflect on your invoices for clients to make payments. I'm
Okay.
going to put the SWIFT number in there. So if somebody ever wants to pay you with other currencies, your SWIFT number is already on your invoice, your bank account number, branch code, and the type of account. Then default values is the check-in is normally from 10. So Tony started it here from 10 and he started it from a minute to 12. If you want 12 o'clock, you could always do 00.
Okay.
Your rates for your accommodation is set up by categories. That's your rate level for your rooms, for your accommodation. No PDF was done. A while ago, Google rejected all emails if there was a PDF attached. And we just did this quickly with a link so that we can work around it. But now they removed that terms and conditions. So I don't want to click on that or do that link. Then your default group customer.
Yes.
You can ask me questions in between. Yeah.
No, I didn't have a question.
Okay. So your default group, so we segment your customers a bit. So your default group is general, which Tony selected. I'm going to leave it there. Room group, he's put it under event. I won't put it that way. I'll have it under accommodation because
Okay.
that is only if a customer books a room, he will be called the accommodation customer. So if you have a wedding party and they book a room with you, but he's got it under event, maybe it makes sense for him, but I will actually put it under accommodation.
Okay.
Okay. Activity. Activities is normally if you offer activities like team building, it's not weddings. So I will call that customer rather a team building customer and not a weddings customer.
Okay.
Okay. And activities is normally in to be if you offer game drives, team building, or any sort of activity that you can go and do. Okay, so he goes and he calls it wedding customers, which is not correct. I will rather then switch over and call them general customers.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm not going to change it. He needs to come and change it because he knows what he's done here with it. This is only if it's a ticket customer. If you sell tickets for events, ticketed events, it will automatically call that customer event. Okay. Then he's got here, this is the first problem you've got here in the venue setup. He's got your deposit type as fixed, but no amount in it. So if there's no deposit and you require the full amount payable, you can set it up as default here.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to unselect fixed because there's no amount in there and make it 0. You can, however, go by resource category and you can go and set up a set default revenue groups in there. You can go and say, for my weddings, I require a fixed amount of 5,000 Rand. Then as soon as you use this revenue group for weddings, it will automatically add a fixed amount of 5,000 Rand deposit on the invoice. That's actually how it works. Do you want me to leave it like this?
I don't know.
Because what is your deposit required on a
It's a
wedding?
5,000 Rand booking fee on any function. Doesn't matter if it's a wedding, birthday, it's always 5,000 Rand.
For right through for anything that you do.
Yes, if it's a birthday party, if it's anything,
Okay,
we
then
require
let's,
5,000 Rand just to secure your days.
yeah,
And your
let's
venue.
rather than fix the venue setup, then let's say a deposit fixed amount of 5,000 Rand.
Yes.
Then it will work correctly. Then on all your invoices, it's going to add a fixed amount of 5,000 Rand.
Okay.
Okay.
So it'll
So,
add automatically on our invoice.
yes, it will automatically pop up now on an invoice with 5,000 Rand deposit required.
Where it calculates everything, right? Am I?
Yes.
Okay. Because we generally manually. No, we don't do that. No, never
No.
mind.
So
Thank you for
look, if I
the
go to one of my deleted bookings, okay, so here in the booking, now all those lines are deleted. So in the booking, oh, in the booking it will now state a 5,000 Rand deposit is required. See, so this is now old, so I changed it afterwards. If I do a booking now, it's going to show you deposit 5,000 Rand on all of your events and bookings if we set it up in the default.
Okay. Does that add to your total or?
Yes, yeah, it shows in your total.
Okay, but how I understand is our deposits, it's part of your quote. So it'll either go to like your venue costs or food costs, or it's not like a cost on its own.
No, it's a to secure the booking, it's a 5,000 Rand required on the
Yes.
booking. Yeah. So you'll see your current bookings now. What does it show there? Let's look at this one. See, now it shows 0 deposit there.
Okay.
Okay, so from here on, doing new bookings, it won't change the old ones, but doing new bookings, here next to deposit will be 5,000 rand.
Okay.
Okay.
Because we generally have that in our email.
Yeah. So
The
yeah. So
I
now
think
you just show you need the full payment,
yeah.
but setting up the deposit, it will say 5,000 rand deposit is required,
Okay.
which you do in your email, but that's not the right way to actually do it. You should actually just have it on a booking, on the customer's invoice or quote.
I also see that actually as well now on that invoice that you said it on that line.
Mm.
Mm. Now go to like as if you're gonna print it. And go just over there by say under the invoice total amount. It says please note, and then I see it there to secure your booking 5,000 rand.
Yeah, yeah. You see, but now you say it here, but if you have it on here, it will automatically show to them a deposit of 5,000 rand is required.
And can you like change the writing of the deposit? Like what if you say over there where it says just deposit,
No, you can't change
say
this. This is set, yeah. You
okay.
can still leave this note in here. You can
Yes.
still leave the note in here. It's not going
So
to
they'll
change the
know.
total anything,
Yes.
but they can at least see on the invoice or the quote, 5,000 rand deposit is payable.
Okay.
Because people don't read a Bible.
Yes, they don't.
Yes.
I know
And
this.
then you remind them they all of a sudden shocked because they didn't see it in here. Okay.
Yes, I know this.
Okay, so I would rather, if I'm you, that would be the safest to leave it in the venue setup.
Okay.
Okay. And leave it as a default, 5,000 rand. Because look at, if I want to, in a booking, it's set up for a client for, let's say, 5,000 rand. I still have access in a booking to change it. Let's say I made an arrangement with them. You
Mhm.
can still change it to 3,000 rand.
Okay.
And then the booking will show 3,000 rand.
Okay.
Okay. You can also say I want a 10%. And then the document will change to 10%.
Okay.
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 So you can still manipulate and change it here in a booking. Okay.
Okay.
So then you can also say the deposit is valid for 48 hours. So you get 48 hours to pay that deposit, otherwise the booking is not confirmed. Um, I won't suggest for your business to use it because they maybe ask a quote, then 2 weeks later they only come for site viewing, and then they want to take their mother-in-law again for site viewing. Okay,
You're
and
reading
then
my
they get,
life story
yeah,
right
then they get nervous because I haven't paid the deposit, and then you'll get 10 emails about it.
now.
So I won't put that note in there for you.
Okay.
Then your revenue group for online accommodation, you don't have the accommodation, don't go automatically to this revenue group because you don't sell your accommodation online. For activities, you don't do activities and you don't do event tickets yet. Okay.
Okay.
Then you don't charge day visitor prices. Um, if you don't want your rooms to reflect on your main calendar, on this calendar, you can switch it on and off. For now, I see Tony likes to show the rooms on here. Okay.
Yes. Just to
But
show
if you
that they
don't
have
want
them.
to show the rooms, you can just tick it and the calendar will not show the rooms. If you don't want to use our feedback, you can just tick it off. Gate sign in and gate sign out, you don't use the tablet at the gate. Show customer first name. I like to have that on because everywhere you go, you'll see the customer's first name and last name. Okay.
Yeah.
So leave that on any screen. it will show the customer name. Because otherwise, by default, we only show the last name.
Okay.
Okay, call activity search you're not going to use. That activity voucher you're not going to use. Show room description on invoice. So you can tick it, then every invoice will have this room description. For every room that you book out, it will automatically add a room description. And you don't have any descriptions in your room descriptions. So that's also not really for you. Okay. The availability is also not for you. You won't use it. It's for big hotels to send to a tour operator to say what I've got available.
Okay.
And here's that terms and conditions that you see on the invoice. Okay. So if I go to an invoice now or quote, that is what you've got in here. Now I'm going to make a suggestion to you is to maybe move this to the footer note. Then the client will have his details here, the bank details, and all the terms and conditions at the bottom. And
So
this is where your footer note is. Because now let's say you're doing an event. This is a 2-pager event. It moves down and the bank details moves to the third page. They don't scroll down and then they phone you and say, but where's the banking details?
you know they do that on the second page.
Yes, so that's why, because there's a Bible in here. And
Yes.
actually this little space only allows for 3 to 4 bullets.
Okay.
So I would rather do this. Cut it out. We can still leave that in there. And then we paste it in here. Okay, and all we say here is please see our PCs below. Okay,
Okay.
and you can make it bold, so it can stand out, etc. Then, when it comes to the footer, it will have this. This is what we still added for him in during the first training. So I don't know if you want to keep it, but you can leave it in like that.
Okay.
And while I'm busy, I'm going to spell check it. I hate spelling mistakes. I'm a little bit OCD for it.
COVID.
COVID-19, I think really you can take this out.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, but
It's horrible.
I don't know.
We all want to forget about COVID.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay, so now they'll see here. Number, blah, blah, blah. Spelling mistakes is gone. And you can maybe highlight this. Um, and also make it gray and bold. Or let's leave it at black. Okay, so it just stands out. This is all gray.
Should we make that in red? Because it's in red on our email.
Yeah, let's rather do red. I agree with you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just check the same RGB for this. Two oh eight 2022. Okay, let me say confirm, and then we make this red because that's the things that you want them to notice out of the Bible, no?
Yes.
208 2022 2022. Okay, confirm. Then a 50% of your Premier account will be payable 60 days prior to the event. The final amount must reach us 30 days before the event. Okay. Accommodation, payment and booking procedures. Okay. So this will look better. Um, now it's going to look like this. See, now at least there's one note in. The banking details is immediately available, and there they can read your Bible.
That's a lot better. Even with the in red, please
Yeah.
see T's and C's is a lot better because then I see it in red and they know, okay, something's next,
Yeah.
you know.
And then it's at the footer, at the end.
Yes.
Because if it's here, it will always move this, especially if you have more items. You can see it moves it already to the next page. And
Yes.
then when it becomes here on the fifth page, it's missing. So if you have a Bible to put in, put it at the end. Okay.
No,
So we're going to leave it like that. If Tony wants to swap it back, I'll do it for him gladly. But it doesn't make sense. Okay.
Oh my, I like
Yeah,
it that way.
let's do this in italic so it stands out as well. Yeah. So that looks more neater and cleaner.
Yes.
Then we get to your indemnity. So this is what he's got in your indemnity. Okay, and then this I always say, if you've got an indemnity, just put it across the page so it can be a nice block. You will never actually display this anywhere. It's your indemnity shows online, and if you use this old way of printing the indemnity here next to the resource, remember that if as soon as you book that room out, there's another printer icon here.
Yes. Yes.
So that is where this information pops up on that indemnity.
Okay.
Okay, on your room voucher, he's got no information. It's not necessary if you don't use any tour operators. That was accommodation voucher. Now this is your email setup. So if an inquiry, if this booking is an inquiry status, that is what the words that will go with. This is in quote, so the quote mail will go out to them. Can I change this into red for you? So it can
Yes, you can.
fit with the red that we're currently using.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So we make the background the same red. 208 2020 22. Okay. And we make the font white. And it looks like that.
Yeah, it looks nice. I
Okay.
like it better.
So it stands just out a bit better. Okay. So this is time that he's got on at the bottom. I'm going to take the space out. There's no need for a space there. Okay, and then your quote. So this is what he's currently saying on a quote. I'm going to change this to red. And white font. No, undo, undo. Yeah, no necessary for big space like that. Not necessary for big space like that. Okay, this is then what an invoice will state. So if you make an invoice, let's change that as well. Okay, that looks all correct. See, here he's got the space away from sincerely. I would suggest it here as well. Otherwise, it makes the email very long with a lot of spaces in between. Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to look neater. Okay, then your function sheet. If you use the online function sheets and you send it to a customer, there's a line missing here. You're welcome to complete the function sheet. Back to us, alternatively, click on the link to complete the function sheet. Okay, there's the link. Okay, fine, that looks okay. RSVP, blah, blah, blah. I will use it this way. Okay, that's that RSVP registration link I said you guys can start using. And then, ooh, this not gonna look nice. Okay, so that's what that message will say. Then you've got your feedback. We can drop that space. We can make that bold. Okay, and we can take the space in between, yeah.
Okay.
Tickets, if you mail a ticket to a client. I'm going to copy this and replace this so it can look all the same. Okay. And I'm going to replace this one as well. That's only if you do event tickets. Then this message will go out with an event ticket.
So event tickets will be like, say, for instance, a festival or...
Yeah, or a Valentine's dinner or wine pairing or whatever, and you sell tickets. This is the message that will go out to the clients.
Okay.
Just copy it. And this is if you want to start using vouchers, which is never used before. But if you want to set up vouchers, then this is the message that will go out to clients. And you can come and set up your own voucher message in here, and also for the online links. But you guys will never use it for online booking, so
No.
because you're not online.
No.
Okay, so let's just skip this one. I don't think you'll ever use it. Then you don't use the check-in apps yet, but if you want to set up that check-in app, I think I showed you the check-in app last week. You can get the QR code from here, and you can also have your unsubscribe link from here. Let me just save all that work we've done so we don't lose it. So if the check-in app is set up, you can actually just have a QR code there, laminate it, and the clients can check in the rooms with this QR code. So you don't have to do the whole printing of the indemnity, getting to sign the indemnity for the rooms, etc.
Yeah, I actually remember you did show me.
Yeah. So they can just scan this QR code with their own device and then complete the check-in app. For now, you guys are currently printing the indemnity and it gets you to sign the indemnity for each room.
Okay.
Then this unsubscribe link. You've got access to this mass mailer. Let's do some of these pages. So here I can filter and I can say I'm looking for everything that contains conference. Okay, so there's all my conference clients. I say action, create mail. It blind copies it in your own mailbox, all the customers. And then you can now send them our conference packages for 2024. You can type them a note. You can insert the image. So let's insert, and you can have your packages or anything in there. You can insert the image and then you can say if you don't want to receive these mailers from us, unsubscribe. Yeah. Then you can highlight words, that one, or unsubscribe, and you can insert that link from Q2B in here.
Okay.
And then when you send it out, I can click on that link and I can unsubscribe, and then Q2B goes and marks the client as no mail. So they don't want to receive marketing mail.
Okay.
Okay. And that is what you can use that unsubscribe link for.
Okay.
But you see here, the group segmentation is not used properly. Because if I look at your customers now, most of them are called general.
Okay.
And that is because in a booking, a user don't go and select what is the group ID for this. It's a birthday party. Then you'll have a much better customer segmentation. So now if I go here, to customers to mass mailer, because now everybody is under general. So you don't know, was it a wedding, was it a conference, was it a birthday party? If I go and I say I'm looking for everybody with birthday in them,
Yes.
all my birthday parties will pop up. All the customers that did birthday parties with me. And I can easily send them a new birthday package because it's their birthday every year.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So customer segmentation is an awesome tool to use in Q2B, but if the user don't use it in a booking and select the proper, um, uh, so there should be a year end. You see year end
Yes.
for this year end function, and now it's going to segment this customer and the year end.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a nice tool to use in Q2B, but users forget to select it here.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll try. Make
Yeah, because it's
a
actually
mental note.
nice. Yeah, at the end of the it all, it's nice to have it if you want to use it for mass mailing.
No, definitely. Like, say if there's like
Because
50, then all of
yeah,
it. So let's say as a
Yeah, you
51st
don't want to
or
send
something
your
like that.
conference people wedding packages or birthday package, and you don't want to send your wedding people conference packages. Okay.
Yes.
So that's what that unsubscribe link is for.
Okay.
Okay, and then we get the payments. So your Sage Pay was active, but it's not working anymore. They cancelled, I think, because you don't have the online payments option anymore.
Okay.
Because people previously, when it was activated, they would have a Pay Now button on their documents.
Oh,
So here next to the deposit and the total will be a Pay Now button, and they will be able to pay via debit or credit card as well.
okay.
So you can ask them. I know Sage Pay is very expensive, but we've got Pay Fast now that did a special deal for Q2B, and
Yeah.
we've also got our own pay gate with Bidvest. If they want to apply for it, because it's easier for people when they get their quote or their invoice to just click there and pay via debit or credit card. You lose a little bit of 2.7% on that payment, but your money is guaranteed and it's in your account.
Okay.
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 So your online payments is not set up. You only use EFT. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then you don't have any interfaces. This is where we'll set up your ourvenue.com if you want to connect ourvenue.com with Q2B. And also if you sign up for the bulk SMSs, this is where we'll do your setup for you.
Okay.
Okay. Search options, you South Africa, Gauteng, Pretoria, and there's all your tag words for venue link. Okay.
Okay.
You can add more tag words if you want to. If you want to feel like adding more tag words, you're welcome to. This page we're going to remove. We collated all this information for Tomza, but they don't use it. So we're going to remove that page. You don't charge an admin fee per booking, and you don't have the birthday service set up. So what Q2B can also do for you is it can automatically send a happy birthday, attach a voucher for you, and people can rebook with that voucher, and an anniversary service. Okay, so let's look for a wedding. Where's a wedding? Here's a wedding. Okay, so right at the bottom here in the customer details is anniversary.
Yes.
Okay, so you
I
can,
remember.
what is this wedding date next year? What's the
The
wedding?
27th of
27th.
April.
So you can select her wedding date here, okay? And then every year, the system will send her a happy anniversary. Please come and celebrate it. Use this promo code or attach here with your voucher. Or you can just say happy anniversary from Riverside Castle.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to use it. And that is where you will set up your birthday message. And that is where you will set up your anniversary service message. If you don't want to attach a voucher or promo code or anything to it, so the system you can say activate my anniversary service, make it 30 days or 90 days before the anniversary or 60 days. Attach a voucher or don't attach a voucher and send them this message. Okay.
Okay.
So this emails, do you see those little ampersands there? We call
Yes.
them variable fields. So in the setup manual, there's on page 22 or 23, 22, I think up to 23 on that in that manual. All the variable fields that you can use in Q2B is
Yeah.
in that manual. So there's quite a lot of variable fields that you can use in all your messages. And all of these are variable fields. So the system will go and see who's the user, will see what is the banner, or maybe you want to use the logo. You can type in your logo and it will use the logo now.
Okay.
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 So that is how you can decide what you want to display on this invoice. Invoices, inquiry, and we call them variable fields. So even here in your invoice, you've got event name, so it's going to look for the event name, the start date, and the end date of the event. In the booking, it will find it. And the same applies here that you can use all the variable fields in any messages.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your venue details. Then we've got users. So an admin can see all the functionality that we're doing. So you are currently set up as an administrator, so you've got access to all the functionality. So let me go into a user. Let's go into Marita. A user's got an extra button here that says Action Access. And all the green ones highlighted, she can do. So if I go and I say what's assigned to it, that's all the green ones. What's not assigned to it, it's all the white ones. So let's say, for instance, you want Marita to get the payments report. Okay? She must manage the payments report for you. If I tick on it and save, immediately she'll have payments report on her menu.
Okay.
So every user, you can decide what are they allowed to do, what are they not allowed to do. So you can see here, Tony's for payments, she can see the list, she can create a payment, she can edit a payment, she cannot delete a payment, she can print the receipt and she can mail the receipt. She's got no access to the payments or refunds. Yeah.
Okay.
So every user, you can decide what is that user allowed to do. Access, and you can anything. So let's say from the reservation list, she can see the reservation list. She can create a booking from there. She can copy, which I normally take away from users. She can print the list. She can export all your reservation list details.
Okay.
Okay. So if I won't allow people to copy or delete bookings or print my reservation list. But you can decide in each user what they allowed. All the functionality we do, you can decide, can they do it? Can't they do it?
Okay.
Okay. So a reservation list, she can't delete it, she can't set it in completed status. All the functionality is here. She can't give discounts at the moment, so she don't have access to give discounts.
Okay.
And here at the end, Marietta van der Bank, there's all her stuff set up. Then you can also, if she wants to start at the calendar, or she can start from the reservation list, all availability screen, or accommodation screen. There's the telephone numbers, and you can also say if she wants to start on the all availability screen, that's where everything shows to you. She wants to see it by week. And then save, and her setup will change. The same with yours. If you want to change your view, and you want to say, where is there no pencil? I want to start on the calendar and I want to see my all availability by week. You can change it too as well.
Can I fix it? My spelling mistake.
Yeah,
It's annoying me.
where is what is it? And
It's take away the H, please.
okay,
Thank you.
and is it with a capital S?
Yes.
Don't I write it with a capital S?
Yes, and then
like
the V
that.
is supposed to be small,
Small, yeah.
generally.
You
Perfect.
see, you've also got OCD.
You don't know how long that's been annoying me, and I'm like, how do I change it? It's so bad.
Yeah, so you've got access to that, so you can actually have changed your own,
Yes.
but at least you know now
Where to go.
where to go, yeah.
Thank you.
Right. So, but you can also change yours. If a user leaves you or administrator, you can mark them as inactive and then they won't be able to log in. Yeah. So here's a few inactive ones. Annerie, Nicolette, Peter, Angie. So they all inactive, they cannot log in. Yeah,
Cannot log in.
yeah, they cannot
Oh,
log into Q2B.
oh, okay. Sure. I thought Nicolette could.
Yeah. Right, so that's why she's probably doing everything manually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah. So if a user leaves you, you can go in and you can mark them inactive and they will not be able, they're inactive and they will not be able to log in. Okay. Then we get to customer groups. So he set up quite a few customer groups for you. But like I said to you, the users must also start using it.
Yes.
Okay, and this is where you'll select what customer ID, group ID I'm going to give this customer. Next year, if you want to send out specials for your year-end functions, you can do it easily out of Q2B.
Okay.
If you don't want to use a customer group anymore, you can delete it. Or if you want to change the name, click on the pencil. If you want to create more action, create new.
Okay.
Okay. But try and see if you can get the others that's also working on Q2B to segment the customers in a booking. Then your reporting and everything will be better and you can start using the customer data much better.
Yeah, it doesn't help if I'm the only one doing it, right?
Yeah. Then your revenue groups. These are all the revenue groups Tony set up for you. So I like to put in your revenue. Okay, so it can just break down in the reporting to see the weddings revenue. And I showed you this, you can set up for each revenue group, you can set up their own deposit required setup.
Yes.
So if it's from functions or weddings or conferences, different deposit setups, you can do it in here. And here he uses the wedding profile CRM and he uses the function feedback for it. Okay, which we're not going to change. I'm just going to change these names. Okay, so say, for instance, for conferences, you require 10% deposit. You can set it up here.
Okay.
Okay, and he's using that, and he's using no CRM profile yet for conference revenue. Functions, only using that, no CRM. And now he's not sending out any feedback to accommodation people. You see that?
Yes.
Okay, and event revenue is using that feedback. Sunday lunch, no feedback. Self catering, and those are inactive. Did you do a few Patrick dances this year?
We did at least 2.
Okay.
Well, and then 1 grade 10 ball.
Okay.
Yeah, spring ball.
Revenue. Those ones I'm not going to worry about because they're inactive. Okay. So that's your revenue group. Then your reservation origin. This is what you can click in a booking and say, where did this booking come from? Yeah. Okay. So this is that list. Okay. And if you want to add more action, create new. If you don't want to use one anymore, you can just delete it or change the name to edit it.
Okay.
Okay. Then resource categories. So you've got a chapel, got fairy woods, honeymoon chambers, honeymoon tent suite, luxury tent, main reception hall, queen honeymoon suite. This is where this should not be in here. So there's nothing actually set up properly in your resource categories for your rooms, eh?
Okay.
This is where it starts now. So do you charge per person or do you charge per room per night?
Per person.
So it's per person per night. Or is
Yes.
it if one sleeps so much, if 2 sleep so much?
No,
How
generally
does your rate works?
it's just 1 room, and then it depends if there's 1 or 2 guests in the room. So we charge
Okay,
2 guests.
so that is what we call occupancy-based rates.
Yes.
So it meaning if it's one person, that will be the amount. If 2 people sleep, the amount changes.
Yes.
And how many people can this Queen's honeymoon suite take?
2.
2. And minimum occupancy 1.
Yes.
And you don't have child policies.
A child policy. Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. What is
Okay.
generally
It's
the child policies?
yeah, it's if you charge different amounts for children than adults.
Well, to be honest, I don't think we have space for them. They either sleep on the same bed, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. The Queen's suite generally has 2 adults for the honeymoon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to actually ask Tony about that. Because I know we charge a different rate if they're just going to use the room to get changed in. And they don't sleep in it.
Yeah. Okay, so any notes should be in here, not next to the category name.
Okay.
Okay, and it's you always leave 999 in there because you're not going to put your rate in here, you're going to generate rates. Okay, it's occupancy based, and there's your notes. You can also, on this now, let's do this one. No, which is the one we did Queen's, no? Queen Honeymoon Suite. On this now, you can also, if you allow for online bookings, which I don't think you guys do, no.
No.
Okay, you can upload photos, choose file, and upload photos. Okay, if you want to.
Okay.
So I've got a few here, I don't know.
I'm going to come now. I
Okay.
just want to shout at people. Sorry.
Okay. So you can see the honeymoon suite, this Queen's honeymoon suite. You can upload images. You can see the rates that was generated for it and no rates. That's why you have to manually every time type in a rate.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to generate hopefully rates for them. And you can also see if there's a minimum stay of 2 nights or whatever in there.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a venue. This is a venue. Honeymoon chambers. Is this the same as the Queen chambers?
Yes, it's the same thing.
Is it the same thing?
Yes, because I think that the old one is called the Castle Chambers, the old honeymoon suite.
So this
Yes, the honeymoon chambers and where's the
the
Castle Chambers?
this honeymoon suite, is it actually this one?
No, I actually think it's the old one because I don't see the Castle Chambers. So I think the honeymoon chambers is our old honeymoon suite.
Okay. Do you still use it?
So far, yes, but we don't actually advertise that we use it only if we need to, like,
Yeah.
they're very specific, they want another room here or
Okay, and it can take 2 and 1 person.
uh yes, it can take 3 people.
3.
Yes, 3. Can sleep a little kid yeah as well.
Okay.
Got a little
And then
single
honeymoon tent suite. What
only
is
2.
sorry?
Can only sleep 2 people. But I
2.
don't do those rates though for the tents.
Okay.
So I don't know if that matters.
Okay. And then what's this luxury tent? Is that not
That's
the
our 10 standard tents. We got 10 of them. They're just normal standard tents. They also just sleep 2 people each. They're not as big and luxurious as the honeymoon tent.
so 2 and 1?
No, that only sleeps 1. I
Eh,
mean 2, sorry.
2 people.
Yes,
Okay.
only 2 people.
And we call them luxury tents. Okay, and in main hall reception, Queen's honeymoon we did. Then what's room A and B? Standard
Basically,
A.
it's room 1 and room 2. It's the 2 standard rooms at the bottom of the honeymoon suite. They sleep 2 people each.
Okay. So room A and room B. See, he's got that correct, but not the other ones on occupancy based. 2 and 1.
Yes.
Is it the same rooms or are they different, these A and B?
They exactly the same. Well, they completely identical. There's nothing different about them.
Okay, so actually you could have had only one category that says standard rooms, and then you link room A and B to the category. But let's leave it now like this. It's already set up like this. And then there's your summer kitchen. So now I'm going
Shouldn't
to
we
go,
also have the piazza? Because that's like a new venue. Same with our Bougainvillea.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
So you must tell me if you've got,
Okay, so the
Bo,
Bougainvillea is our conference room.
is it Bougan Villa?
Gain.
Gain,
I N, and then VIE.
Vie,
IE. LLA.
LLA, like that.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
and that is just a conference room, eh?
Yes, it's our conference room. We sometimes use it as a chapel on occasion.
Okay, and which other one are you missing here?
Our piazza venue.
Piazza.
Yes, that's it.
And there we don't worry about rates because it's not an overnight room, okay?
Yes.
It's just to create a category.
Okay.
Do you miss another one here?
Okay, no, I don't think so. Got
Okay.
everything. The chapel,
So
burger villa, piazza, summer kitchen.
yeah. So
Words, yes. Okay.
yeah, and what the only thing you have to understand here, you've got a resource category. And
Yes.
that category now, there's stuff under it and it links to that. So you can have 10 luxury tents and you're going to link them all to that category. So if you look at it in a little bit of a graph way, you'll have the category on top and then the rest will hang underneath it. So you actually only had to have standard rooms and then you'll link A and B, room A and B, to each other under that category. And this
Okay.
is where we're going to go to the resources now. So he's got a lot of inactive ones. We made mistakes. So I'm just going to ignore those. So AB's room. Which category does that belong to?
AB's room.
I don't know what this
I don't
is.
know what that is, to be honest. Or AB's room. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. So Bougainvillea, we can now link to the category Bougainvillea.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it this way. So there is no categories in. That's inactive. AB's room, I don't know what that is. This
Okay.
is an overnight room. Do you see there? There's no category linked to it. So chambers. So what does this belong to?
This is the. I would say it's the old honeymoon suite.
So there's honeymoon chambers.
Yes, yes. I would say it's that.
Okay. And once again,
It's not supposed to be there.
I'm going to take that out. Actually, where is it now? Chambers. Okay. So I've got it now under honeymoon chambers. Cut. Paste. You can have it in here. But you can't make a room name this,
Yeah.
check-in, check-out times. So it's the chambers. It belongs to the category honeymoon chambers. It will not work because it's per room per night setup here. It must be the same as the category. And it can take 2 and 1.
Okay.
Okay? Come on. Sorry, I'm a bit OCD. Okay, so that's the chambers that you book out for the honeymoon, and it belongs to honeymoon chambers category. So that's why you couldn't also generate rates for your rooms. This Cardinal's Court, does it belong to Summer Kitchen?
I don't know. I don't know what that Cardinals
Because
court
it's
is.
bookable, it's not inactive, but it's now currently under Summer Kitchen category.
I don't know what that is. I'd have to ask Tony.
So can you make a note and ask him what's that Cardinal's Court?
Yes, I'm already
And
doing so.
then if it needs to belong to another category, you can just go and create a category and link it to the correct category.
Okay.
Right. Then Castle Chambers. Okay. So that is what he had. It
Yes,
can
that's what
take
I remember it
4.
being called is the castle chambers. Not the honeymoon chambers, but yeah.
So which one do you currently use? Because he's
They
got
both the same
chambers
thing.
now.
The
Hmm?
chambers and the castle chambers to
Okay,
me is
but
the
it
same thing.
cannot sleep 4 because we set it up now to sleep 2.
Sleeps 4.
Yeah, the capacity in this one is 4.
Well, I guess you could sleep 4 if you had like 2 small kids.
But you see now what the system is doing. It's doubling it up. But this is not set up as a room.
Oh,
He hasn't got it set up as a room. So I'm just gonna make it inactive for now. Okay.
okay.
Because otherwise you're gonna have double bookings on that room. Okay, so it's inactive. Chambers, it's now, it can sleep two, and it's an overnight room, and it's linked to the correct category. Chapel is linked to the correct categories. Then here he made a mistake. Luxury tent, data projector is returnable inventory items.
And there by
Very,
chapel, is those times in that must move where you said, right? That
yeah,
they
he's
go
got the
past.
chapel split. He's
Mm.
got the chapel split into two resources, which is okay. You can leave it like this.
Is it fine?
Yeah, but you can maybe create a full double booking if he books out the day, chapel for a full day. It's very dangerous to create for one. I've got one room, and
Yes.
now I'm telling the system I've got two rooms. Because this way around, the system sees the chapel as two rooms.
Oh, okay. Well, I
But
guess
they're
it's
used to working like that, so leave it. He manages it quite okay. Fairy belongs to Fairywood's. Firewood should not be here. Honeymoon tent, it's inactive anyway, and all the tents are inactive. So that's why I think where they used Jacques tents.
yes.
This is what's here, but it's all inactive. You see that?
Yeah, I do see that, which, yeah, I still don't know how then we'd
Yeah.
book the tents.
I don't know what's the deal there, but it's all inactive. You can't book it from here. Then main reception hall is linked to a category, which is correct. That one is inactive. Photo shoot.
Excuse me.
Okay, then here's the piazza. So now we can link it to the correct category. Okay, and then Queen's Chamber. Here's another one, room 3. It's marked as a room. So which one is this now? Queen's
That's the
Chambers.
Queen's Chamber. Well, the Queen's Honeymoon Suite, Queen's
Yeah.
Chambers. Yeah, Queen's Chambers.
Now I want to put it in the description. Okay, and it's set up wrong, occupancy based, and it belongs to that Queen's Chambers honeymoon suite, ne?
Yes.
Why do they call it room 3? Is there different rooms?
No, I actually don't know why they call it room 3. I just know it as the Queen's Chambers. And I also know there's another one that says room 4, which is also the Queen's Chambers. So I don't
Okay,
know.
okay, and it's here he says capacity is 2, minimum is actually 1, because if I want to sleep alone in it, I can sleep alone in it if I want to. No.
Yes, if you wanted
Okay,
to.
and it's occupancy based. That I'm just gonna move down there because people are not going to see it from the room. You don't put it, you put it in your terms. Put it on a room name. Then we've got Riverside Castle Venue. So I also didn't see a category for that. Is
That's when you hire out
it
the
the
whole
whole
like
venue?
venue itself when you want to like use our field or have a festival or something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. And then we've got where we come to the standard A and the standard B. Okay. So let's fix this one because it's also not right. That's why I couldn't generate rates. I'm just going to take this away. Okay. And it is 2 and it belongs to standard room A. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then we've got room 2. Now, does that belong now to standard room B or A?
Yes.
B.
B, if I had to guess.
And occupancy based. And it belongs minimum 1. And it belongs to standard room B. Okay, and then we've got standard room 4. Which category
That's
belong?
Queen's Chambers.
But you've got it already.
I know. I don't know why it was named that, but it was one of my questions because I saw it was booked the once and I was like, where is this room for? Like, what is this room? And they're like, no, it's the Queen's Chambers.
But we've got that already. So now
Yes,
it's
no,
possible to get double bookings.
yeah,
Because you're telling the system, I've got this room and that one.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know what.
I'm going
You
to mark it inactive.
okay.
So he can have a meeting with me and he can explain what he's trying to accomplish here. Because you can't tell a system I've got 2 of the same rooms. Because you'll get double bookings, eh?
Okay.
Okay, so that belongs to A and B. Then the summer kitchen, main reception hall, the tea garden.
Mm,
Surely that's not correct.
I don't know what that is.
It belongs to the main reception hall under that category.
So maybe
Sure,
it's the outside area of the
yeah,
main reception.
but surely you can't have.
Well,
No,
you can't book that
yeah,
section without booking the main reception. Well, that's my point of view on it, but
yeah. You create its own category,
it's me.
and I'm gonna link it to the correct category.
Okay.
Tea garden. Right? Okay, and then there's another one, but he marked it inactive. That was incorrect. You can't use it. So what happens with resources? Because we keep an audit trail, you cannot delete it. You can just make it inactive if you don't want to use it anymore.
Okay.
But at least now all your resources have the correct categories. The rooms are correct. These are all marked inactive. This one is now active. This is inactive. I don't know what's AB's room. Okay. And these are all inactive. Okay. So there are all those. So how a normal venue works, you give it a name. Do you want to register it on the system? So that wasn't selected. It can take 50 people And you can also say what is the setup that you can do in the tea garden.
Okay.
Okay, and if you select it on when you make the booking, they can select what setup must it be set up in.
Okay.
It belongs to a category. You can set up a deposit, a refundable deposit in it if you want to, or you can say no deposit required.
Okay.
You can also attach any attachment that you've got uploaded. You can attach any photo from the tea garden, whatever. If you book it out, it goes automatically to a client with that attachment. Okay. So
Okay.
that's the tea, that's a venue. Then Bougainvillea works the same. So let's go and do Bougainvillea. So in Bougainvillea, you can already say what must the setup be. Boardroom style, U-shape, cinema, schoolroom, chapel. Good.
Okay.
So now if you book Bougainvillea, the user can select the setup that must be in the boardroom. And it shows on the daily planner. Remember when we did that daily planner? I
Yes.
said to you, if they select the setup style in the booking when they make the booking, the daily planner will show you, oh, the Bougainvillea was booked out and they want to sit in U-shape format.
Okay.
So all that paperwork can be done already when making the booking, and then you don't have to go and set up planners and function sheets manually.
Okay.
So, so this you can come back to, and um, I would suggest you sit with Tony and find out what is the setup that we can do in the chapel. Okay, and then come and mark the seating arrangements here. You see here, he's marked chapel, so you will only be able to select that seating arrangement or chapels. So let's check the other one. Okay, and then that's returnable inventory items. It's marked inactive. Fairy woods. So fairy woods, round tables and long tables. So you see he's done this one. Um, honeymoon suite that you don't have to do. It's inactive. Photo shoots, piazza. So what seating arrangements can you do in piazza?
You can do a lot.
Round
Do
tables,
round
long
tables, long
tables.
tables. You can do cinema style, U shape. You can do all of it. It's like an open
Yeah, I've been there.
platform.
You could do schoolroom in there.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Although they would most likely do that in a bougainvillea, though.
Oh. Okay, then. Which one was it now? The Queens, not that one. Riverside venue. I'm sure you can do all the setups.
Yes.
They book out the full menu. And in summer kitchen,
Oh,
he
that's
selected
the same.
round and long
It's like,
tables.
yeah, you can have round and long.
Okay, that is done.
You can
And
also have
then,
cinema style actually in there as well. Because sometimes I use it as a chapel. Well, for a ceremony.
yeah. Okay, and then tea garden.
Oh, I guess you could do it all. It's such a weird one.
Yeah,
Um, Yeah, I
Okay,
guess you
but
could do a U shape. You could do a cinema style.
you can
You could
even
also
make
do
it a
chapel.
chapel.
Yeah, you could do chapel. Round tables, long tables.
Yes, you can link up a resource with the seating arrangements that you can do in that in specifically in that uh, resource. And if you go to bookings, if I go to this one here and you start booking out, let's say now, where's your venue hire or whatever. Let's say you're going to book out
Oh, that's all food.
food.
Yeah, that's all food. I deleted it for that reason.
Yeah, let's use my example. So if I'm going to book out the chapel now, yeah, I can say what seating arrangements, all the seating arrangements connected with this resource will pop up here and you can select one. Then the daily planner is going to show you what the seating arrangements was with the customer selected.
Okay.
Okay. So that overnight room works a bit differently, but if the resource category is not set up properly and on the same rate level as the room, you cannot generate rates for those rooms.
Okay.
Okay, and activity is different. I'm not going to bother because you don't do activities. Returnable inventory items you marked all inactive so you don't manage it here anymore. And that's basically what you need to know about resources. I'm going to
Okay.
go back then to setup styles. Here's all your styles that he set up. If you're missing one action, create new and you can start a new one. You can also delete one. Okay.
Okay.
Then upload attachments. This is a bit of a disaster. He's got a lot of attachments uploaded here. But clearly you can see he cannot see anymore which ones are 2022, 2021, 2023s. You see,
Yes.
there's no dates. So what you can do is to manage it, you can come here and you can download the document and you can see, oh, it's an old one, so I'm just going to delete that one. Okay, but he's got quite a lot here. You see that. But I don't know if this welcome drinks, is it 2024, 2023's
The
welcome
welcome drinks,
drinks?
cocktails.
Yeah,
I don't know. We generally have them on the system saying welcome drinks, sherry and juice 2024 or 2023.
yeah. So
So
these
I
are
think that's
old
old.
ones. So to manage it, you'll have to come here and you'll have to download the document, see if it's an old one, and then either delete it or update it with a new attachment. Because all these attachments can't be the current ones.
Okay.
Maybe, ask Tony. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Okay.
Okay.
So that's how you manage the attachments. And it's easy. Delete. If you want to go and see what's the document's name, you just download it. Then we've got
So that's how you got
resources.
the menus on.
Sorry?
That's how you got the menus on because we
Yeah.
recently updated our menus.
Yeah, so he comes here, action, create new, and he uploads it. But it's also nice if you put 2023 behind it or 2024, because surely your prices changes to next year's menus.
Yes, the price changes, but the menus don't though.
Oh, so that you don't show the prices on the menus?
Well, that's on the quote. Well, for the menus, it's on the quote that
Because
we
this
sent
bar
out.
list, let's check the bar list. Okay, and I'm going to download the document and we can view it. So you see, 2023. So what if a user now sends the 2023 for 2024, there's prices in? You
Mm,
see what I mean?
yes, I
The
do.
bar list 2023 makes a lot more sense to a user.
Yes.
Because I'm now booking a wedding for 2024. They sent me this bar list and I expect those prices that you've emailed to me.
I got such a great idea. My goodness. This saved me so much.
So look, yeah, now if I go to the reservation and I go to mine and you say, I want to mail with attachments,
Yes.
and I come here, I'm looking for the 2023 bar list or the 2024 bar list. I can now just easily click there and send.
Okay.
Okay.
And I could just do that also instead of having like making one quote, a whole quote about the different menu options we have and their prices. I could just do
Yes,
that and send it off, and I don't have to create a quote every time. It would just be like your menu prices
yes.
on it. That would be brilliant.
Yeah, so if I'm you, I'll come here and I'll come and download the document, see what it is, and put a year behind it. So if you have a bar list for 2024, upload it, bar list 2024,
Okay.
so that you
I
can,
don't have that yet.
yeah, send the correct bar lists menus for each year, you know?
Yes. I don't, but then again, we don't actually send the bar list out unless they request it.
Yeah.
So
Let's check the Hunter's Harvest table. What is the attachment here?
should be the new. It's the menu, so it will say what we have to
Yeah,
offer on our harvest table and
yeah. Okay.
our harvest menu.
Okay, so that's how you can manage this, and I think it needs an update a bit. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then resources we've done. You don't have pools, so I'm not going to bother you with pools. I don't think we're going to have enough time to do promo codes. Um, I would rather do your rates. Did you get the rates from Tony for the rooms?
For are you talking about the tins?
The accommodation.
It should be on the system itself.
It's not.
Okay,
So
so if
remember,
you go into
that's why you have to go and you have to manually insert the rate every time. There's no rates.
and if you can go to the calendar.
See, there's no rates in. There's no rates in. There's no rates in.
So then what is this? Just go to the calendar. I just want to show you.
This calendar.
Yes. Okay, go into, okay, the first, let's go, yeah, about the 7th of October.
This one.
Yeah, go into the main reception one. Well, it's the same thing. So those rates, when we say create and we start putting in, like, say, the Queen's Chambers, those are the rates that already pop up. How does that happen then?
No, it was set up incorrectly. So it was on a per room per night, not occupancy based, and the category wasn't it wasn't was on per room per night, not on occupancy based, or that was on occupancy based and the room was per room per night. So this can't be generated rates, and I can show that to you. So if I go to what's it, Queens,
Yeah.
Honeymoon Suite, and I go here to rates. There's no rates generated. Do you see that?
Yes. Hmm.
So they manually put in this rate every time. So what is it for overnight? Is it 1.5?
No,
If I look at this
that rate
quote,
looks wrong to me even. Just go to create chat quickly, create new, and then type in Queen.
do you do it from here or from here?
No, price list.
Price list.
Yes, type in Queen. There, right at the bottom, Queen's
Oh,
Chamber.
so
And then that's the rate. And then you put the quantities, generally one, and then you go to guests and you say two.
yeah, but you see now, if the minute he adds the room in here,
Yes.
okay, so then the system will pick it up from the price list, but it doesn't pick it up from the room. So your management reports is not going to show it under the room. Is that the rate what you normally
Yes,
charge
that's
for the
the
queen?
normal rate that we charge.
Okay, and is this for one person or two people?
It's for one person. If you put in two adults, the price will double.
Okay. So let's just exit out of here and go back to the all availability. So there's honeymoon chambers and queen. Okay, so let's do rates for them. So let's say rates. So we're going to do honeymoon chambers. Okay, and it's rack rate from this date to which date is those rates applicable?
I don't know when they end. I don't think you get 2023 or 2024 rates in them. It's just the standard rate, I guess.
Okay, so this is what I need you to do for me. You need to find out from Tony.
Yeah.
The honeymoon chambers. If one person sleep, what is the rate? If two people sleep, what is the rate? If three people sleep, what is the rate?
Okay.
And then for your queen's honeymoon suite, the same. If one person sleep, if two sleep, what is the rate?
For all the rooms, obviously.
And for standard A and B rooms, for these rooms, 1 and A, 1 and 2, what is the rate? If one person sleep, if two people sleep, what is the rate? And then tomorrow afternoon, then we carry on and we generate rates.
Okay.
So get the rates from him so I can put it in properly in the system. And you guys don't have to battle to add the rate from the price list item. That is not the correct way and manipulate the rate. So you can say if it's one guest, it will automatically add the quantity for the one guest. If it's two, the total will automatically update. If it's three, the total will automatically update for you.
Okay.
Okay. So get me the rates. The honeymoon chambers can take 3 people. So I want rate 1. If one sleeps, if two sleeps, if three sleeps. Honeymoon suite can take 2, so I want rate 1 and rate 2. And these rooms as well, rate 1 and rate 2. And rate 1 means if one person sleeps, if two people sleep, the total. And then tomorrow we carry on and we do the rates for you.
Okay.
Okay. And then the only one I don't have a category for is AB's room. Boom. AB's boom. Not room, boom. So I don't know what that is all about. Okay, find out from him so we can either make it inactive or not inactive.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll find out.
The rest now looks correct. There's Bougainvillea under its own category. The chapel in 2. Fairy Woods, honeymoon chambers, main, photo shoots, piazza, queen, Riverside. So the categories and the resources. And this Cardinal's Court, I don't know, it's linked under Summer Kitchen, but maybe we must make it inactive. Please ask him that as well.
Okay.
Tea Garden is correct, and I don't know what's Aby's Boom. Okay. And then we can carry on tomorrow with the rates.
Okay.
But let's get it set up properly and generated properly in the system.
Okay.
It will just make it so much easier for you guys to book.
Okay. Do so.
Because from in my booking, yeah, okay.
Yes.
If I want to add a room, I will be able now to add a room from here, and it will pick up the rate immediately. If I say one person, it will pick up the rate. If I say two, it will calculate the rate for two. If I say three, it will calculate the rate for me automatically. Without you guys coming here and say I want to change it to my own rate.
Okay.
because human mistakes do come up, and just now you
Yes.
type it this way, and without the second zero, you send it to a customer and they say, sorry, that's the quote I got. So it's better if you upload the rates and the user can only say how many people are sleeping in there, and the system updates it automatically.
Yes.
Because now you're putting all the responsibility on the user, and that is not correct.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can easily add multiple rooms if the rates are in. But if you have to do it from a price list item, like you guys are doing it, so
Yeah.
now I want to put a standard room. I have to do this every time from a list, and then the room is not even booked. Then I still have to come here, and I have to book out which room.
Yes.
It's too much work. Whereby, if it's set up and I want to add a room, I can just easily click there, add a room, and the rate will that's applicable for 2 guests will immediately pop in there.
Okay.
So now what you guys have to do,
Good.
if you want to do that, you have to do it manually. And that's no fun. That
Yes.
can't be fun. And you don't select rooms from a price list item.
Adrian, can I just
Yes,
answer this phone call?
you can.
Sorry. Riverside Castle, Leanne speaking. How may I help you? Yes. Yes. Yes, we do. Is your friend Michael? Is your friend's name Michael? Maggie. Maggie Lowe. Getting married on the 7th of Jan. Okay. Can I get your cell phone number and then I can WhatsApp you the details? Yes. Yes. 2-1. Okay, perfect, Renelle. I'll get Tony to contact you and he'll send you all the details you need to know and availability. And if you need to book, you can book it through him. It's a pleasure. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Yeah, Silly, and just try to get the rates from Tony for the rooms.
Okay.
And then let's start then tomorrow afternoon by generating the rates. So it can just be easier on the user.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the system will also calculate it properly in the reporting.
Okay.
It will also make it more comfortable for the reporting to say how many times this chamber stayed in there. And then the system can see it as a room, it works as a room, and the reporting will show it as a room.
Okay.
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 All right. So then let me just stop this recording.